What is up, ladies and gents? It is me, Benjamin, or Pro Benji, as many of you know me as, coming at you guys with another Let's Play type thing. Today I'm going to be playing World of Tanks. This game just came out on the Xbox 360 a couple weeks ago. I've had it for quite a while, just under the fact that it was in beta for about 6 months. Pretty amazingly, it was in beta for almost half a year. And yeah, it's finally on a full game that you can download. It's free. It's a free game, or at least Xbox Live Gold members. You can download it if you don't have Gold, but you get like a 7-day trial to play it. You can't play it online for longer than that. Anyway, it's, in case you don't know what World of Tanks is, basically it's a tier-based shooter in which you upgrade your vehicles, and you have silver and experience, and you can research stuff with the experience, and then you can buy tanks and upgrades for them with the silver. And it's pretty basic, not super difficult to understand. You just you keep playing it. It's a little bit slow at first because you have really shitty tanks, and you don't want to use them. But then after you get like to tier 4, you start getting into the more interesting stuff. I have this tier 5, which is what I'm going to be using probably this video, with Stug 3. And there's 5 different classes of vehicles. You have light tanks, medium tanks, heavy tanks, tank destroyers, which is what I'm going to be using, and artillery. And basically, they all have different purposes and strengths and weaknesses, just based on what you're going to use it for. The tank destroyer, which is what I'm using here, primarily for sniping. Yes, they actually did have tanks that were used for sniping other tanks, if you call it sniping anyway. You kind of position them far away, and they had very high magnification telescopics to use against other vehicles. And then you had the heavy tanks and the mediums, which are pretty much just the regular assault and defense type stuff. Artillery ones are like the most different compared to the rest. You just sit that somewhere and just shoot in one spot the whole game, basically. And it's not like you're directly looking at the person you want to shoot at. You have more of a arc, if you will. I might end up using one in a minute, so I'll show you what I mean. But anyway, graphics are pretty solid. Not too shabby for a free game. As well as, considering this game is a port from a PC game, it's pretty good looking. It's better than a lot of Xbox 360 games, so it's pretty good. And it is free, as I said. I got this sweet camo here. Let's see if I can get a kill of sorts. And basically, there's like 2 main modes that you play in this game, and you have just basic death battle, which is where you have 2 sides, 2 bases, and you either win by killing everybody on the other team, or you win by capturing the other team's base. And that's the most common game type, in the sense that it shows up the most often in matchmaking. By the way, this is a multiplayer only game. That's part of the reason why you have to have gold to play it. But as I said, it is free other than that. So basically, it comes with your gold subscription, in that sense. What else? As I said, this game is a PC port. I've never played the PC version of the game. I hear that it's a lot better than the console version, but I wouldn't know because I have never played it before. I haven't been serious into PC stuff in a long time, so and I got a kill there, and I'm about to, yeah, that's it. So I'm dead now. Basically what happens when you die is you have the option to leave the match or just continue to watch. You only get 1 life, and I did get a kill before I died, so I'm pretty satisfied there. Usually getting 1 kill per match is pretty good, because a lot of people just don't get any kills and just die. And it can be a little bit frustrating sometimes, but as I said, you just kind of have to grind it out and just keep playing it to have a good time. If you just play 1 or 2 matches, you're not going to have a good time. You have to, get into it. So as I said, and the nice thing is you can quit out without like losing like any experience you would have earned from staying in the match. So it won't give it to me right away here, but by the time this game that I was just in is over, it'll give me all my experience and silver that I earned for that match, which is awesome. It means you don't have to wait until the match is over, basically. Just under the jurisdiction that it is a one life type game. The other game type is a little bit different. It's you can also win the other game type by killing everybody. That's just kind of a given for all the game types. If you kill the entire other team, your team wins. Except in this, there's only one capture point. There's not two bases. There are two spawns that are located on opposite sides, just like in the original game type. But in this case, there's one flag spawn where you have to try and capture it. So it's more like domination, if you even wanted to make that connection, but you know, it's not really domination, it's tanks. As you can see here, I have no mediums or heavies, and I have one tank destroyer, which is my best vehicle, just because I've been upgrading stuff. And you can sell tanks and buy extra slots and stuff. And gold, the other bit of currency, you have to pay money to get gold, and you can buy something called premium. I tried it out for like a week. It's actually pretty useful. You can spend like $6 or $7 on like 1,000 gold, and then you can buy like 7 days of premium. And what premium does on your account is it increases the amount of experience that you get for your tank. It increases the amount of free experience and silver you get per match. So you can drastically like rank up a lot quicker. So I'm going to use the this thing, which is a artillery piece. It's not a real tank. And so basically I'm going to position myself somewhere, and I'm just going to sit for the whole match and see if I can get some kills with this thing. In case you guys notice, I am using German vehicles. Personally, in the game, I don't think there are any advantages to using any faction over the other, just under the stance that they don't like position. When the game matches you up with other players, it doesn't put German tanks with German tanks and American tanks with American tanks. It doesn't work that way. It's just either it just puts them all to make the most balanced thing. Like, see here, our team, we only have one artillery piece, and that's me. The other team only has one artillery piece also. It's trying to make it as balanced as possible, just based on who's in the match. So yeah, I'm just going to sit up here, and I'll show you how the scoping in works when you press left trigger. You see, it's kind of a overhead view. Like, if you know what an AC-130 is, it's just like that, basically. There's a level in Call of Duty 4. It's kind of similar to that, just the view. A little bit different, but, you know. So as you can see, I'm just kind of... The one dangerous thing about using these as opposed to like a regular tank is you have to be a lot more aware of like who's like around you and stuff. You have to check periodically, otherwise like somebody could sneak up on you and just take you out really silently. Not to mention it'd take like 1 or 2 hits for you to die, and because these things have like the worst armor on the planet. Hopefully I can get a kill with this thing. Let's see here. So you kind of watch, and you have to wait for see those green dots surrounding my reticle? You have to wait for those to kind of get smaller for the shot to be more accurate. And if you move it or kind of get a little bit jumpy with it, it'll pan out what you don't want. Otherwise, you're not going to hit anything. Yeah, so I missed there, unfortunately. Hopefully, I can manage. See, it's just kind of a. It's kind of a patience game. You have to, you don't want to just run into the middle and, sorry about that clapping sound you might have heard there. You don't want to just run up the middle and start shooting at everybody. It's not going to go well for you, especially in this thing, since this thing is stupidly weak. The shots from these artillery pieces are really powerful, so you can take out, like, I'd say anything below a tier 5 you could take out in one hit with this thing, just based on the fact that the shells are so powerful. However, they, you know, it's a lot harder to hit anything with this. So, you know, there's pros and cons of each thing. Like the heavy tanks, they're like a mix between a tank destroyer, which has also really powerful shots and range, and the medium tank, which is less powerful and but more of a maneuverable vehicle. Not to mention tank destroyers, you can't like rotate the turret on the top. You have to rotate the whole tank itself, which is actually really kind of annoying, just in the sense that it's nice when you can be driving sideways and shooting at somebody at the same time. Anyway, so I'm just kind of scoped in on this guy, just waiting for my ammo to reload here, which also does take a long time with the tank destroyers here. Come on, just a little bit more. Give me that. There we go. I think I would have gotten him anyway, even if that other guy hadn't have hit him, but got a kill. So that's how you do it basically with the this vehicle. You don't get very many shots either, so I only have 8 left. This thing doesn't carry a lot of rounds. I think you can upgrade that with money, but there's not really much point. You're gonna. So as you can see, it's just kind of a very slow-paced game. And I'm going to move my my thing here just so I can get a better shot. We only need 2 more kills. Whoa! Almost freaking tipped over. That'd be crazy. Tip your tank over. This thing is kind of tall. It's kind of dippy looking. It's like a big box with a little gun in the middle. It's actually not that slow either, which is surprising. Most of the tank destroyers and artillery pieces are really slow. Just incredibly tedious to use. I think we just won. Looks like it. Looks like we defeated the other team. So this is what it looks like if you do survive a match and win, or survive and lose, which is possible, just less common. You get a little thing that says how much experience you got. There's occasional multipliers you can get and stuff, and you don't get a whole lot of experience, but it also depends partially on the tier of the tank. Like if I'm using a my tier 5 Stug 3, the tank destroyer I was using in the previous match, that was I was getting a lot more experience per match with that one. So yeah, we won. So I'm going to go back to this one and play one more. See if I can do any magic with this one. So different map here. So there's the whole like purchasing thing, like how it works and stuff. Basically, if you want to pause it and look at that, I'm not gonna. I already kind of explained it, but if you want like full detail, that's basically what you can do with that. So I have different camos for each season basically on this one. I have this desert camo. You can either buy them permanently with gold, or you can set them for like a 30-day period with silver, and it doesn't cost that much, so you might as well. I forgot to change to busy. Darn it. I always forget to do that sometimes. And as you can see, I have different types of ammunition. I have 3 at the bottom there, and partially just because certain types of rounds do differently for different vehicles that you're attacking, which is nice in terms of attacking people. Let's see if I can move up here. I played the beta a lot right when the beta came out, which was, as I said, almost 6 months ago at this point. And they just gave you a ton of free gold and silver, so basically you could just upgrade to the nice tanks like right away, which was cool, but yeah. Ooh. Wow, I'm doing a lot of work right now. Got 2 kills, or 2 hits anyway, not kills. As you can see, I am out in the open, and I'm probably going to die here, because this never goes well. Didn't get anything there. Yeah, I'm going to die. How am I still alive? Should be dead by now. That is amazing. I somehow lived through that. And, oh, wow. I killed myself by rolling off the back. It's a good way to go out. That's pretty much it. World of Tanks. Sorry if that was a shorter video. Just, you know, didn't have a lot of time when I was recording this. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. That's World of Tanks. Look forward to new videos. I have another Let's Play coming out next weekend, so that'll be coming out then. And other than that, I don't know when I'm going to do any more tutorials. I have a couple in mind that I want to do, but I just haven't gotten around to doing them. But that's pretty much it. It's free. I would highly recommend getting this just because it's fun. If you like any sort of military-based strategy shooter type stuff, it's pretty much all falls under that umbrella. As I said, you can buy all 3 different factions that they have right now. They'll probably add Russia later. They have Germany, America, and Britain. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and have a nice day.